Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you are new to forex trading and you are wondering on which currency pair to start with or to begin with as a beginner, then you are the right place. So in this episode of my YouTube videos, I'm going to be sharing with you the best I'm going to be sharing with you the best and the most profitable currency pairs that you need to start with as a beginner. That is going to give you the best chances of success and profitability in the forex market, and why focusing on those currency pairs are going to make a huge difference in your forex journey. One thing you need to understand is the currency pair that you trade is going to it plays a major role in your profitability in the forex market. So if you select the right currency pairs, it is going to end you up in profitability, and if you select the wrong currency pairs, it is also going to end you to more losses in the forex market. You can't trade. Your strategy is not suited for every currency. You have to understand which currency pair best suits your strategy or your system that you trade. Okay, so one thing you need to understand is if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel, give a like to the video so that you don't miss out to any video that will be posted on this channel, because I have a lot to bring it to you on this channel. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. So normally when it comes to selection of currency pairs, it becomes very difficult as a beginner to know which currency pair exactly to trade, because when it comes to the forex market or when it comes to trading currencies, we have a lot or tons of currencies that you can trade. So normally it becomes very difficult for a beginner, someone who just started out on forex trading, to decide or to know which currency pair to go for exactly. It becomes very difficult. So when it comes to selection of currency pairs, I'm going to give you a guide on how you'll be able to go by it when you are selecting a currency pair to trade, because it's very important. One thing you need to understand is your profitability or you not making money in the forex market is mostly going to be based on your currency pair that you trade. So let me give this example. As I started forex trading, I've tested a lot of currencies and I've tested a lot of commodities too. I've traded some commodities and indices too. So it's very important to know which currency pair is going to work for you. It's very important, and I've explored a lot of currencies, and I've recently or currently landed on one that I've landed on one that best suits the strategy that I trade. So it is very important to know the currency pair that suits the strategy or that best fits the strategy that you trade. So as I've been saying, not all currency will fit the strategy that you trade. Some of the currencies are not going to be respecting some of the currencies are not going to be respecting your strategy or your system that you use to trade. So it is very important to know which currency pair to go for, especially if you are trading the currency market or if you are trading the forex market. It is very important to know which currency pair you are going for. So I explored a lot. I've traded gold, I've traded indices, the US 30, I've traded a lot of currency pairs, and currently, as I said, I've landed on one that's helping me. I've landed on one that is helping me to be profitable in the forex market. So it's very important to know which one you'll be going for. So when it comes to selection of currency pairs, you have to, first of all, we have certain things you need to factor into consideration, or we have some things or criteria, some things you need to factor before you select a currency pair. One thing you need to understand too is when it comes to forex trading is all about trading currencies. You get it? It's all about trading currency. So you are going to buy one currency and selling one currency simultaneously. So that means at the same time you are going to be buying one currency and selling one currency too at the same time. So currencies in forex trading, currencies are traded in pairs. Okay, so if they are traded in pair, it's like something like a tug of war. Okay, so you are buying one, selling one, buying one, selling one. So if you strongly believe that one economy is going to be doing well, one of the currency economy is going to be doing well, you buy the currency, you hold it hoping it is going to increase, or is going to increase in value, or is going to move up. And if you strongly believe that this currency, one of the currency economy is not going to be performing well because of maybe bad economy or maybe some geopolitical event, what you are going to be doing is you are going to be selling that currency pair. that currency you are trading. So that's all about what forex trading. So in forex trading, it's all about buying and selling of currencies. So you buy one, you sell the other one, you sell the other one, you buy one. You get it? So that's all about what forex trading. So currencies are traded in pair. You don't trade currencies as a standalone when it comes to the forex market. You can't trade currency as a standalone. So what I'm trying to mean is what you can't only trade what AUD US, the Australian dollar. You can't only trade what New Zealand dollar alone. You need to trade them in what? In pairs. So if in your local currency, in your local country, okay, in your local country, what you are going to be doing is what? Maybe if you are in Nigeria, you are in what? Kenya, you are in South Africa. If you are trading those currencies, what you are going to be doing is what? You have to pair it with what? Another country currency. We don't trade currencies as a standalone. You get it? You trade them in pairs. So you buy one, you sell one. You buy one, you sell one. Currencies are traded in what? Pairs. Okay, currencies are traded in pairs. So when it comes to selection of currencies, okay, when it comes to selection of currencies, what are the things you need to factor into consideration before you decide on, or before you land on a currency pair that's what it is going to be good for your strategy or your system that you trade? So you need to first of all factor what? The market sections. Okay, you need to know the various market sections. It is very, very important for you to understand the various market sections. You get it? So what are the various market sections? What are the major market sections that you have in the forex market or the currency market? We have what? The lending session, you have the New York session, and you have the Asian session. So if you are selecting currency pair, you need to factor the market sections into consideration. Okay, you need to factor the market section, the various market sections. So these are the major market sections. Okay, so we have sub market sections. So when it comes to the Asian session, for instance, we are having the Tokyo session, and we are having the Sydney session and the Auckland sessions. So they are all included in the Asian session. So when it comes to the Asian session, you need to first of all, as you've indicated, or as you have come about the various market sessions, as you've been able to identify the various market sessions, you need to understand which currency pairs are open during that time. Okay, so when it comes to the Asian session, which currency pairs are more effective or more volatile? Okay, so when I talk about more volatility, as in more people buying and selling using that currency pair to transact. So you need to understand with the Asian session, which currency pairs are included in the Asian session. So we have the Australian dollar. So Australian dollar is in the Asian session. It opens within the Asian session. So that means it is open during that time. Okay, so you need to identify the various currencies that are active during that time. So with the Asian session, as I said, we have the Japanese yen. Okay, we have the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen is very active during that time. A lot of people are using that to transact, because there are various market centers are open. Okay, so a lot of people are using the Japanese yen to transact. So it is very active during that time. And when it comes to the New Zealand, the New Zealand is also the New Zealand dollar is also open during that time. You get it? So it is also very active when you are trading it. And when it comes to the Australian dollar too is open during the Asian session. So it is also very active. Okay, so these are the various currency pairs that are active during the Asian session. These are the various currencies that are active during those sessions. Okay, so now you've identified the Asian session and the various currencies that are active during that time. So let's move to the lending. When it comes to the lending session, which currencies are active during the lending session? So we have the Switzerland francs, which is the CHF. So the CHF is also open or active during the lending session. And we have the pound. The pound is also active or open during the lending session. And when it comes to euro is also open. Their financial centers are open. Their financial centers or their market hubs, the financial market hubs are open during the lending session. You get it? So these are the various currencies that are open or active during the lending session. So we have the CHF, we have the pound, and we have the euros. They are open during the lending session. So let's come to the New York session. Which currencies are open during the New York session? Okay, so when it comes to the New York session, we have the CAD, okay, which is the Canadian dollar and the United States dollar. They are all active. Their financial centers are their financial market centers are open during that time. Okay, So after identifying these market sections and what identifying the various currency pairs that are open, it is going to help you to make the right decision when it comes to what selecting a currency pair. Okay, it is going to help you to make the right choices on the currency pair that is going to best fit the strategy that you are trading. Because one thing you need to understand, that if you select a wrong currency pair that is not having volume during the session that you are trading, you are going to be paying a lot of commission or a spread on the currency pair that you are trading. You get me? You are going to be paying a lot on the position or the trade that you have executed. So you need to make sure you are what trading a currency pair that is active. A lot of people are what buying and selling those currencies. With that, because a lot of people are buying and selling, you are not going to pay a lot on what commissions or what spread. You get it? You are not going to be charged a lot on what the trade that you are going to be executing. Okay, so that's the advantage that comes with when you are trading the correct, or when you are what selecting the right currency pair to trade. So you have been able to identify the various market sessions, which we identified it as what the Asian session, the London session, and the New York session. These are the major currency pairs that are what active. So after identifying the various market session, and if you identified the markets, the currency pairs that are open during that session, you need to understand that, as I said, I've said it earlier, when it comes to trading, or when it comes to forex trading, you buy one currency pair, you sell one currency pair. So it is like tug of war. Okay, each currency is trying to what pull the other. Okay, each currency is trying to pull the other, because in forex trading, you are either going to buy, or what you are either going to sell, or you are either going to expect a currency to what increase in value, or what gain strength, or a currency to decrease in value, or to what to lose strength, or to be weakened. You get it? That's the only thing that we do in forex trading. We don't do any other thing than what buying and selling, expecting a currency to be strong or expecting a currency to be weak. So you need to what when you are trading this pair, you need to put yourself, or you need to place yourself in a position where you are going to identify a currency, one of the currency. So you see, as you've paired the two currencies, you need to place yourself, or you need to put yourself in a position where you are going to what understand, or you are going to get a prior notice that one currency is going to be weak, okay, and other currency is going to be what strong. You get it? One currency should be weak and another currency to be what strong. You don't have to trade a currency pairs where they are all having the same level of strength, or they're having the same level of what weakness. With that one, when it happens, when you trade such currency, what is going to happen to you is what you are going to be experiencing a lot of range or consolidation. So what I'm trying to mean is what the currency pairs are not going to be moving a lot. You are going to be getting equal highs and equal lows in the market, equal highs, equal lows. Okay, so that means the market will be doing something like this, consolidation. Okay, the market will be consolidated. So when you talk about consolidation, you are going to be having bullish move, bearish move, bullish move, bearish move. So you are going to be in the middle of the what you are going to be stuck in the trade. You get it? You are going to be stuck in the trade. You enter the position, because what we normally expect to happen, what we normally expect it to happen is what when we enter a position, we are expecting the market to move straight in our favor. You don't want to enter a currency pair where you are going to be experiencing a lot of consolidation, ups and down. The market looks like it is moving, it is not moving, it is moving, it is not moving. When it happens like that, it's normally what stress you a lot. Okay, you don't want to put yourself in such position where you are going to enter a market, or you are going to be executing a currency pair where the market looks like it is buying, it is selling, it is buying, it is selling. You are stuck in the trade. You don't want something of that sort to happen. So you have to always place yourself, or put yourself in a position where what one currency is going to be weak. You get a prior notice that what one currency is going to be weak and the other currency is going to be strong. That is the best way to go by when you are selecting a currency pair. So these are the various sessions, and these are the various currency pairs that are active within that session or within the market open. Okay, so when you are selecting the currency pair, this is how we are going to go by it. When you are selecting or choosing the currency pair that you need to trade, these are the ways, or these are the simple formula I'm going to give it to you when you are selecting the currency pair that you are trading. So when you are selecting a currency pair, if you are a beginner or you are struggling, okay, because a lot of people are really struggling on a lot of people are not seeing consistency in their trading journey, or a lot of people are not getting consistent profit on their trading journey because of the wrong currency pair that you are trading. Okay, so I've traded a lot of currency pair. That doesn't mean my strategy is wrong, but sometimes it is not favorable to the currency pair that you are trading. That's what you have to understand. Some of the strategy is not favorable for the currency that you are trading, okay, or some of the currency are not favorable for the strategy that you are using. So you need to understand. So you have to make the right choices when it comes to selection of currency. You don't have to trade every currency that you don't understand. So this is how you are going to be testing those currency pairs and how you are going to be selecting the currency pair that you are going to test. Okay, so these are the market section, the Asian session. These are the various active currencies that are open during that time. So Asian session, you have the AUD, NZD, that means what, Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, and what, the Japanese yen. When it comes to the London session, you have the Switzerland francs, the Great Britain pounds, and what, the euro, okay. And the New York session, you have the CAD, the Canadian dollar, and the United States dollar, okay. So this is how you are going to be selecting the currency pair. You need to first of all, so since the Asian session, these currencies, the Australian dollar is open, that means what, it is going to have a lot of strength. It is going to gain strength during the Asian session, okay. It is very active because a lot of people are using that Australian dollar to do transaction because their markets, the financial market hub is open. And when it comes to what, movement of currencies, or when what changes, the participants who changes the exchange rate are the banks, okay. So during the Asian session, the Australian banks are open. They are going to be using the Australian dollar to do what, to be making a lot of transactions to buy and sell. So that means what, the currency is either going to gain a lot of strength or is going to be weak, okay. It's going to be weak, okay. So because the session is open, a lot of people are using it to make a lot of transactions. So we are either going to get a lot of strength during the what, Asian session, or what, it's either going to be weakened during the Asian session, okay. To pair one currency from the what, the Asian session, and you come to a section that is not active during that time, okay. So if you are trading the Asian session, which normally happens around 11 p.m. GMT, okay, 11 p.m. GMT, the Australian dollar is active during that time. So if you want to trade during the Asian session, one thing I'm going to be advising you to be doing is what, you need to select a currency pair that is open during the what, the Asian session. So we have the Australian dollar which is open. You select one of the currency pair that is open during the Asian session, and you paired it with what, a currency pair that is not open during the Asian session, which you have what, CHF, you have GBP, you have euro. Or you can come and pair, you can choose Australian dollar and pair it with what, the Canadian dollar or the United States dollar. I hope you get me. So these are how you are going to be selecting. So when it comes to what, the New Zealand dollar, you don't have to pair New Zealand dollar with what, Australian dollar. They are all active, okay. A lot of people are using those currencies to do transaction, to make transaction. The banks are using them. So they are, if they are active, mostly they are going to be active at the same time. And if they are not active too, they are not going to be what, they are all going to be weakened at the same time. And as I said, trading or currency trading is like a tug of war. If you are trading currency, it's like a tug of war. The currency are in war with each other, okay. So as I said, currencies are traded in pair, so the currencies are in war with each other, okay. So each and every currency is trying to what, to dominate. You get it? So you don't want to put yourself in a situation where all the currency pairs are dominating, or all the currency pairs are what, not dominating or weakened during that time. So pair one currency pair from the session that is what, active, with what, a currency pair with a session that is not active. So you can pair the Japanese yen with CHF, okay. So it is going to be CHF JPY. You get it? So when you trade CHF JPY, CHF is not open during that time, but the Japanese yen, if you are trading it during the Asian session, CHF is not open during that time, but the Japanese yen is open. Their financial market hubs are open, so it is very active during those times. You get it? It is very active during those times. So it is easily for you to what, see the market making a spike, or okay, or seeing the market making what, a lot of what, movement in what, in the market. Or okay, you are going to be seeing the market, if you are trading what, CHF JPY, you are going to be seeing a lot of big candles, a lot of big volumes, okay, during that session. So it is very, very important to what, select a currency pair which is active during the session you are trading with a currency pair which is not active during the session that you are trading. So when it comes to euro, so if you are trading during the lending session, you can pair what, one currency pair, which is what, CHF, with what, one currency pair, either what at the Australian session, which we have NZD, AUD or JPY, or you can pair, if you are trading the lending session, you can as well pair what, GBP JPY with what, either Canadian dollar or what, the United States dollar. Okay, because if you are trading the London session, the New York session is not active or is not open, their financial market hubs are not open during that time. So you are going to be having what, the dollar not gaining strength. Get it? There's not going to be strength, or what, there's not going to be, the dollar is not going to be having strength during that time. So it is always important to what, to make your selection of currency this way. It is going to help you. You get it? You don't have to be trading a currency pair that are all having active market session during a particular session that you are trading. You get it? You are going to be what, having a lot of consolidation. And one thing about consolidation, or when the market is ranging, this is what, if you enter a trade, maybe you have entered AUD, NZD during the what, the Asian session, this is what is going to happen to you. This is what is going to happen to you. Mostly you are going to be having, like, the market will be moving very slow. It is going to be like up, down, up, down. So this is what we call ranging. Okay, up, down. The market is up, down, up, down. So when you are not lucky, when you are trading a currency pair like this, which is having this market movement, what if you are not lucky, the market will just, maybe you have placed your stop loss around this side. Okay, the market will just come and stop you out and move in your favor. You get it? The market will just stop you out and move in your favor. You get it? And later, when there was activeness in the market, it will just move in your favor. And even if it is moving, you don't normally see what, a big movement like that. It will move small, come back again, move small. So it is going to take a very long time for price to even get to your target. And for me, for instance, I don't want to enter in a trade where it is going to take a very long time for price to get to my target. I normally don't like something of that sort. Okay, so what I prefer is what, when I enter a trade, I want to get my outcome. Either I'm going to lose or I'm going to be in profit within that session I'm trading. I don't want to be stuck in a trade for the whole of maybe weeks with just 1 to 2 risks to reward trade, or maybe just 15 pips, 20 pips that I want from the market. It's just going to take a very long time for it to happen. I don't want to put myself in such situation. You get it? So I normally want a trade which is going to move in my favor for a very short period or a very short moment. You get it? So you don't want to be stuck in a trade for a very long time for just a short move. Okay, even though it will get your target, but sometimes because of how the currency pair are all active or are all weak during a particular session, it's going to take a very long time for you to get your target. So that's what you need to understand about selection of currencies. So you need to understand, if you are selecting currencies, choose one currency pair which is active at one particular session, and what, you select one currency pair which is not active during the session that you are trading. You pair them together and you trade. So when you trade such currency pairs, you are going to be seeing a lot of big moves. Okay, trade is going to get your target at a very short period or a very short moment in time. You get it? So it is always important to make your selection like this. So if you are trading the lending sessions, these are some of the currency pairs. So especially at the Asian session, these are some of the currency pairs that you can be trading. You can be trading USD JPY, because during the Asian session, the dollar is not open. The USD economy, the US markets, financial market hubs are not open. So you can be trading what, the JPY is open during the Asian session. So if you are trading them, JPY is going to give you or bring you a lot of volume. Either it's going to be weak or what, it's going to be strong. So it is easily for you, for price to move to your target at a very fast pace. You get it? When you are trading pair like GBP JPY, the GBP is open during that time. Okay, during the Asian session, the GBP is not open. The JPY is open during the Asian session. So if you are trading such currency pair, JPY is going to bring activeness in the market. Okay, so it is just a tag of war. This one is trying to dominate, this one is trying to dominate. So you need to place yourself in a position where it is easily for you to know which one is going to dominate. So JPY during the Asian session is dominating. You get, because their financial market hubs for the Japan is active during that time. A lot of people are using the Japanese yen to make a lot of transaction. You get it? So same as Euro JPY, you can be trading. Euro is open during what? Euro is closed during the Asian session. JPY is open during the Asian session. So it is always advisable to be trading such currency pair. AUD USD can be trading it during the Asian session because AUD is dominating, the dollar is closed during the Asian session. If you are trading pair like NZD USD, NZD is what? Dominating during the Asian session, the dollar is what? Closed during the Asian session. Okay, so I hope I'm making sense to you guys. So if you are new to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel, give a like to the video, okay, because I have a lot of value to bring it to you. Okay, so kindly subscribe to the channel, give a like to the video. So when it comes to the lending session, so with the lending session to be having what? The Australian dollar and CHF. So Australian dollar is closed during the lending session, but the CHF is open during the lending session. It is very active. Their financial market hubs are open for the Switzerland, so they are dominating during that time. You get it? So you can be trading such currency pair. And you have GBP JPY. GBP is what? Dominating during the lending session. JPY market is what? Is not active during the hot lending sessions. Okay, so sometimes you can be having market session overlaps, but one thing you need to understand is what? Most of the overlaps doesn't take a very long time. So you get it. We have Euro USD. You can be trading Euro USD during what? The lending session. And you have USD. You can be trading USD too. During the lending session, Euro is what? Open. The dollar is closed. The dollar is not active during the lending session. So it follows. So same thing in what? The New York session. The New York session too. We have the currencies that are active during the New York session. We have the what? The dollar is active during the New York session. The card is active. Okay, so when you are trading during the New York session, pair a currency pair that is not active during the New York session. So most of the currency pairs at what? The Asian session is closed during the New York session. Okay, and some of the lending session currency pairs are not active like that as compared to when it was open. You get it? Because the financial market hubs, most of them are wrapping up to close from work, so we normally don't see activeness most of the currency pairs. So the dollar is dominating during the New York session, and what? The Canadian dollar too is also dominating during the New York session. So you can be pairing these currency pairs and be trading it during the Asian session, the New York session. Okay, so Euro USD is a nice pair to trade during the New York session. NZD USD is a nice pair to trade because the New Zealand dollar is closed during what? The lending session, and the US dollar is open during the lending session. When it comes to the Canadian dollar, it is open during the New York session. The JPY is closed during what? The New York session. We have Australian USD. So the Australian dollar is closed during the New York session. Dollar is open during the what? New York session. So this is the simplest and what? The most profitable way of what? Selecting or choosing a currency pair to trade. Okay? So if you are trying to select a currency pair, kindly use this format or kindly go by it using this approach or this way of what? Trading the forex market. It is very, very important to use this approach when you are selecting a currency pair. It is going to give you the best performance. It's going to give you what? Guarantee you profitability in the forex market. It is very, very important to use this approach. So when it comes to selection of currency pairs, this is how you are going to be doing it. Okay, so you pair one currency pair from an active market session to what? One currency pair which is not active during that market session. You pair them together and you trade. It is easy for you to see what? A lot of volume during that time. It is easy for you to see big candles during that time, because if you are trading a currency pair that a lot of people are not trading, it is easily for you to be charged you are going to be getting a high charges on the trade that you are executing by your brokers. You get, because a lot of people are not trading that currency pair. Okay, a lot of people are not using that currency pair to transact, so it is that currency to transact, so they are going to charge you a lot to what? To allow you to trade such currency pair. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, as I said, kindly give a like to the video and what? Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out to any video that will be posted on this channel. Okay, so that you don't miss out to any video that will be posted on this channel. So this is the simplest and the best way to what? Select a currency pair, and I know this video is going to help a lot of people over here who are struggling to what? Selecting a currency pair. So until then, see you again.